Welcome to the Balls Not Court Podcast. Cortez Paulus here to cover your NBA draft that happened last Thursday. Kevin's not around. He's actually vacation in Orlando, so it's going to be a solo podcast. I'm actually going to try to do this because I'm actually cooking some food, so the whole podcast deal should last about when my food should be done. So a nice reward. I go ahead and record a show, got my food cooking, talk a little bit about basketball, NBA draft, free agency. I reward myself with some dirty rice and some salad. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get right into it, and we're going to go ahead and cover the NBA draft. As you saw, the NBA draft happened on Thursday. There was the first pick that was automatically everybody knew for weeks, for months, that who was going to go to the Timberwolves. No surprise, Karl-Anthony Towns, the center that is very fundamentally sound on the defensive end. He provides a little punch, and he's got a potential to be a solid offensive player. So you add that to a team with Andrew Wiggins, Zach LaVine, and you got Ricky Rubio who's running the show. And you got a point guard that can set him up in easy positions to get him the ball. And also you got KG mentoring him because he said he was going to come back for another year. So this bodes well for Karl-Anthony Towns to have KG mentoring him. A point guard, hopefully Rubio does stay healthy. He's been having some injury issues over the last few years that he can pick the right spots for you and make you be successful. And you also have a young star in the making, Andrew Wiggins. That Minnesota team is looking pretty good. Gorgie Dean is another prospect. They also have, they're very solid, just all-around young team. Anthony Bennett's another prospect they got from the trade in Cleveland last year with Andrew Wiggins. So this is a team that if you got an NBA League pass and you want to keep an eye on them, I definitely do. I made a bet with my buddy who really think they can win a title in 5 years. I wouldn't take it that far, but they would be very entertaining to say the least. And this is a team to watch on the rise if Karl-Anthony Towns do reach his potential. So it will be a fun sight to see. Number two, I'm gonna go ahead and play this because my dad's a huge Laker fan, so you'll figure out who they draft, and obviously y'all know who they draft. But I'm gonna just play this right quick.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah. So as you can see, my dad, who is a huge Lakers fan, was very excited. We was talking on the way up there to the draft party because I attended the draft party in Orlando. He really wanted to get D'Angelo Russell. Now, it is tempting to get one talented big man in Jahlil Okafor and everything like that, but it's something about D'Angelo Russell that I told my dad on the way up there that, to me, looking at this draft 5 years down the line, he's going to probably be the one to stand out to me as the one who's really going to be the superstar of this draft. I just think he got superstar talent. He's got Brandon Roy written all over him. He can hit from his shot from everywhere on the floor. His athleticism is probably his only knock right now. But when you get a chance to get taken on the wing with Kobe Bryant mentoring you, and you're possibly going to be the Nets franchise cornerstone of this team, then yes, it's worth the risk to go ahead and get a guard that can shoot lights out. He shot a true shooting percentage around 70%. For all my statistics gurus out there, of course, you know, who doesn't know about the stats, that's your field goal, free throw, and three-point shooting combined. That's pretty darn good, and I don't care who you are. I know he's playing college and everything like that, but still, that's pretty darn impressive that you can put the ball in the hoop within that 0 to 25 feet range, particularly shooting. So this is a great pick for the Lakers. Now, there's been rumors that they are going to see about, they're all in trying to get DeMarcus Cousins. So, I mean, I know there's been rumors flying around that they might put him in a trade to go ahead and get him. But honestly, this is a guy I would keep. Let Kobe go ahead and mentor him, or bring the beast out of him, and then eventually hand the keys over to the franchise for him, because this is the type of talent that you need to definitely keep going forward. But I really like this pick for the Lakers. I really think that this is a great pick for him, and this is going to be, like I said, 5 years down the line. one of the best picks of the draft, and I believe he will be a superstar in the making. So kudos to the Lakers, and you don't hear me saying many kudos to the Lakers at all, but it was a great pick, and it's a hard decision to pass, leave Okafor behind, but I give Lakers all the credit to go ahead and actually pick him because it was the right choice to make. All right, the third pick in the NBA draft, then that leaves you with Philadelphia. You've been hearing rumors around where they might go. They was talking about Porzingis. They was talking about Okafor. There was Russell was rumored there, but then Russell found out that he didn't want to be there. So they ended up picking Okafor. Okafor didn't look too pleased when they get drafted by the Sixers. It's a little head scratching because they already have Nerlens Noel, they have Joel Embiid, and now they have Jahlil Okafor. So you think, okay, well, they didn't get Russell. Maybe they could have got a point guard because they did trade away Michael Carter-Williams. They're still, I believe they're looking for a guard. I mean, I would have went with Moody if I was them. But Okafor was the pick that they picked him, and apparently at his press conference, I'm sure you've seen all on Twitter and on Vine, that when he got into the press conference, he had his jersey up, and it just dropped it down like a towel. I'm pretty sure Philly fans don't like that, and I like to see what's the reason for you justifying that. But nonetheless, Jahlil Okafor, he's a guy that can get you points in the post. He's definitely a post presence. He's one to make you concerned about his overall. Well, his pretty much him being in shape, if he's in shape right now. And also because on the defensive end, that's where he's lacking. But he's definitely someone that you can build around. And if you want to put him at the 4 or put him at the 5 and put Noah at the 4, I mean, it does give you that defensive punch in the front court. So it's a notable experience. And it seemed like Hinkie was leaning towards to just get the best player available. And at pick number 3, he was the best pick available. And he wasn't looking for fit. He was looking for talent. This is a guy that you will get talent. He's a double-double machine. And who knows, with this here, he have a chance to actually get Rookie of the Year because Philly is still in that rebuilding stage where it seems like they're getting a lot of pieces and it's not fitting right now. But Okafor is a good place to start, and hopefully he doesn't drop any jerseys anymore. For the 4th pick, you got, let me play this right quick because this is for my Knicks fans. New York, why you got to do this?
With the 4th pick in the 2015 NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Liepaja, Latvia. He last played for Sevilla in Spain.
The despair on the young Knicks fans' faces and have Chris Porzingis can turn these fans around at some point. I almost hate to bring up this little bit of history now, but I'm compelled to do so. Dirk Nowitzki and Kyle Gasol were the first European players ever drafted in the lottery. They became all-stars. Since then, 16 Europeans have been drafted in the lottery, just in the lottery now. None of them have become all-stars.
So Knicks fans, I don't know, man. I think y'all being too hard right now with this pick. I don't know who you really want to get at pick number 4. This is where you had a chance in the season. And I know some fans are not big on tanking and everything like that, but there were some games that was, you hate the term winnable, so I'm going to switch around. Well, no, everybody loves the term winnable, but you hate the term losable. I mean, that's the way you want to put it. But if you were where the Lakers were, you could have got the 2nd pick, had more choices to pick who you want to pick. But Knicks fans, back to the Knicks fans, this is, I don't know, man. This is how I look at it. This is a guy that you need to give a chance because y'all got Phil Jackson there, and he's trying to incorporate the triangle. And last guy he had in the triangle was Paul Gasol. He was a guy that can be able to stretch the floor. Yes, he was a little slimmer, but if you put a little bit of weight on his frame, I'm not trying to say he can be Paul Gasol, but he definitely can be, Paul Gasol light, where he can pass the ball out the triangle, give you a little bit 15-footer. He's able to dribble the ball for his size very well. And, it's another weapon that you have to spread the floor with Carmelo. This is something where you got to give him a chance, because I really don't know who you could have really taken with the 4th pick. I know you looking at, you probably could have took Winslow. Now that y'all know that y'all traded Tim Hardaway, I'm looking at y'all roster and trying to figure out where you can go. But with that, I don't see anything wrong with this pick, because he had a solid workout, a solid showing. And the potential is high for this kid. Yes, he has the biggest high bust of any player in this draft. But I'm just on the board. Give him a chance. Some of the media is really killing this kid right now, and it's unfortunate. The media, the fans up there, and I know it's not the season y'all expect to have. Last year, Carmelo was hurt for half of the season, but even before that, y'all ended up with a 17-65 record. I know it's not looking good for y'all, and then they report that Carmelo's not happy and he wants to request a trade, which I don't understand. You got all these reasons. You could have signed elsewhere. You signed this big contract, getting paid about $22 million a year. You lay in your bed. You built your bed, so you got to lay in it. Honestly, this is what you thought was what you would expect. Now y'all still got money for agency to try to, make a couple of moves. I'm trying to see how much money y'all have. I think Stoudemire books come off the records here. I'm looking at it. Y'all just paying Bargnani $11.5 million. And there's been rumors of David West possibly coming to your team, Greg Monroe possibly coming to your team. So you got talent that come out to this team and give this kid some time to develop. Learn from Greg Monroe, learn from David West if they will come to the Knicks. I just think y'all really being too hard on this kid. Honestly, he's talented. He's got to put some weight on the frame, but I know rebound is not one of his strong suits, but he does got that type of build if you want to run a triangle. The guy who spread the floor from 0 to 25 feet, able to pass the ball for a big man. A solid dribbling, keep the dribbling tight for his size. So I would just say it's hard for Knicks fans to be patient, because they just expect so much. And, I know Phil Jackson kind of dropped the ball here, but as far as, getting the team on build and, making promises about Carmelo to be a better team, Derek Fisher coming on, and he underperformed, but the team, the roster that he had, it's kind of a little bit of both. So I know y'all knowing Phil is, the saver, but remember, he's the coach. He is still new doing his GM, so I don't think this is a bad move for y'all Knicks. Just give the kid time before y'all declare him a bust and everything like that, because the kid can play. He saw it out. You sit down and actually relax on the pick and actually kind of watch a little bit of him and see it. Just check a little bit on his game. So I know y'all expecting Winslow and probably Moutier, but I think to me this is not as bad as a pick that I've seen. I think he fits what y'all trying to do. Y'all still trying to install the triangle offense, so I'm okay with the pick. All right, the Orlando Magic. I'll go ahead and play because, as you know, this is my team, so let me go ahead and play how I reacted. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I was very happy with this pick. As a Magic fan, I co-signed on this pick. I've been saying this for